Welcome to a journey through time, to an era when the city we know today as Mumbai was still called Bombay. In the late 1800s, it was a booming metropolis of hundreds of thousands, shaped by a vibrant chaos that would eventually define the modern city. This was a period of incredible transformation, as grand stone buildings and elegant squares began to rise from what were once just scattered islands. Today, thanks to advanced AI technology, we can reconstruct some of the most iconic landmarks of that era. By analyzing 19th century paintings and engravings, we are able to reveal how these sites looked, capturing the architecture, the streets, and the very atmosphere of the time. Get ready to step back in time and experience Bombay exactly as it once was. Our journey begins here at Bombay Harbor, because this was the pulse of the entire city. Everything that made Bombay grow, everything that made it rich, passed through these waters. By the mid-1800s, it was one of the most important ports in all of Asia. Cotton, silk, and spices moved through these docks in volumes that few ports in the world could match. Ships arrived from Britain, Arabia, East Africa, and China, unloading silver, machinery, and manufactured goods in return. By the beginning of the end of the 19th century, Bombay was the largest cotton market in all of Asia, exporting more cotton bales than Liverpool at its peak. The wealth this generated was unlike anything the region had ever seen. Banks were founded, railways were built, and the great Gothic buildings of the city rose, all financed by cotton money. This is Victoria Terminus. When it was completed in 1887, it was the most expensive building ever constructed in India and the most spectacular train station in the entire world. At its peak, over 100,000 people passed through its gates every single day, arriving from every corner of the subcontinent. Steam locomotives pulled in and out constantly, carrying cotton, coal, passengers across thousands of miles of railway. For many arriving in Bombay for the first time, this building revealed the grandeur of the city. It stood as a powerful symbol of a place growing rapidly and full of energy. We move now to the Rajabai clock tower, one of the tallest structures in Bombay when it was completed. Inspired by London's Big Ben, it was built in memory of a merchant's blind mother, so she could know when it was time for her evening prayers by the sound of its bells. Every 15 minutes, the bells echo across the streets of Bombay. The tower stood at the heart of the University of Bombay campus, where generations of students passed by on their way to lectures. For decades, the sound of its bells marked the rhythm of academic life at one of the most important universities in Western India. Turning our gaze back toward the city's busy centre, we arrive at the Municipal Corporation building. If the station was the city's heart, this was its brain. Completed in 1893, it was here that engineers and doctors managed the explosive growth of a town outgrowing its 7 islands. Atop its 77-metre tower, it stands as a monument to civic pride, where the infrastructure of a modern world, sewers, lights, and roads, was first imagined for a population that was rapidly becoming the most cosmopolitan on Earth. Right here in this square on the upper right stands the David Sassoon Library, built in 1847 as a gift to the city from David Sassoon, one of Bombay's wealthiest merchants. The moment you stepped through its doors, the noise of the city stopped entirely. Inside, cool and silent reading rooms stretched across 2 floors, filled with books in English, Hebrew, and Marathi. It was frequented by lawyers, scholars, journalists, the intellectual class of a city that was growing faster. In a place where every conversation was about trade, money, and ambition, this was the one corner of Bombay where people came simply to think. Now we leave the quietest place behind and step into the noisiest one. From this engraving, we step inside Crawford Market. This is where the city came to eat, to argue, and to trade. While the other monuments were for law or travel, this was for the people. Here, the world flows into Bombay, carriages arriving with fresh goods, fruit from distant orchards, spices from across India, imported goods from Europe. Inside the market, cultures mix, languages overlap, and the rhythm of commerce never stops. This is the beating economic heart of the city. Today, Crawford Market has been officially renamed Mahatma Jyotiba Phule Mandai. It remains one of the largest and most vibrant markets in all of Mumbai. Its original Victorian structure standing almost entirely intact after more than 150 years. Now we will visit the place built to host the city's most distinguished visitors. Watson's Hotel opened in 1871. It was built entirely from prefabricated cast iron, with every piece manufactured in England and shipped across the ocean. It was the only building of its kind in the entire country. From the moment it opened, it became the most prestigious address in the city, hosting Maharajas, generals and governors. Watson's Hotel holds a remarkable place in history. It was here that the very first cinema screening in the country took place. After visiting such grand constructions of this era, let us take a moment and appreciate this photograph of a truly beautiful monument. This is Flora Fountain, standing at the very center of the commercial area. Carved from Portland stone and modeled on the great fountains of Rome, it was surrounded on every side by the most powerful institutions in the city and remains one of the most recognizable symbols of Bombay. Near Flora Fountain stands the Central Telegraph Office, one of the most important buildings ever constructed in Bombay. Before this building existed, news between India and Europe took weeks to arrive by ship. When the telegraph cable connecting Bombay to London was laid in 1870, that changed overnight. A message that once took a month now arrived in minutes. Merchants on the docks could receive cotton prices from London in real time. Military orders could be sent across an empire in seconds. The building served as Bombay's general post office until 1913. Today, this neo-Gothic building has been restored and still stands on Veer Nariman Road. However, India's telegraph service was permanently shut down in 2013, after over 160 years of operation. Now we will visit Sir J.J. Hospital. Founded in 1845, it was one of the most important medical institutions ever built in Bombay. Before it existed, there was virtually no organized medical care available to the general population of the city. It came to life through the generosity of Sir Jamsetji Jijibhoy, the city's wealthiest merchant, who donated a large part of his personal fortune to build a hospital in response to the alarming number of Indians dying without access to proper medical care. His contribution helped create a place that would become central to the city's medical response when the bubonic plague struck Bombay in 1896. And with that, we close our brief tour of Mumbai in the late 1800s, a city that grew from the waters of the Arabian Sea, and by the end of the 19th century, already home to over 1 million people. Today, Mumbai stands as one of the largest and most extraordinary cities on the planet, and every street, every building, every story traces back to what you have just seen. We will be producing many more AI reconstructions videos, just like this one, so please let us know in the comments which city you would love to see next. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.